Hey, I'm Rob from Kimpex, and here today we're going to talk about the new LS2 Advant helmet. This is the same helmet, this is the new version of the Valiant 2. So the name has changed, the helmet stays the same. What has stayed the same and what has changed? Well, I had a chance to ride this helmet for many years now. In fact, we did an entire review on this helmet alone. You could check that out on YouTube if you want, the Valiant 2 from Kimpex. And now I have the new model, the Advant. So what I liked about this model remains the same for this one. They made a few updates, but again, this wasn't a reinventing of the wheel, which was a good thing because what they had before worked. When I first tried this helmet, I was surprised at how much I took to the features of it immediately, and now I'm used to them, kind of spoiled with those features, which I'll talk to you a little bit about what they are. But first I'm going to talk about the differences between the two helmets. In the new helmet, they've shaved some weight, about 50 grams. Perhaps that doesn't sound like a lot, but anything that's on your head, it makes a big difference for your neck and your head, etc., as you're riding longer distances and spending more time in the saddle. Another thing is that when you have any modular helmet, not just this tile that goes the 180 degrees to the back, it always adds weight. So if we could shave a little bit of weight, that's a good thing. The mechanism itself between the two helmets, I'll show you this one here. You press a button at the bottom and it swings to the back of the helmet. It's the same here. Except with this helmet, as I was going back, there was a moment midway where there'd be a bit more resistance and then you pulled and continued. That was something that they improved on the new helmet. When I click the bottom here and bring it over, it's one smooth opening. Not a big change, but it's welcome and it's kind of nice. Another change that they did here is that to lift your visor, you would have sort of like a little piece of extra plastic here at the top, and you would flip it up like that. On the new one, they made it closer to the nose, and it's a little bit bigger and easier to access. Both helmets retain the drop visors. Just here on the side, you pull it down like so. And the new one, it's in the same place, and it comes down. So what's interesting about both of these helmets are the ways that you can configure them depending on your needs at the time. So way number one, I'll just show you with the new helmet, is down in its full form. So this is a closed face helmet. You have your drop visor down for the sun, and you have your visor down as well. Like every helmet, the visor can lift, that's normal, or you can open face it with this, but another cool feature is you can also ride it with the visor down in both helmets. So depending on your needs, if there's, you don't need the sun protection, you could ride it like so, or you could ride it up. I would often ride it open like this with sunglasses or just the sun visor, but then if some trucks come or something or the weather changes, I would bring this one down, and if the weather got worse or the conditions got worse, then I would lower it all the way down again. So there's so many ways to configure this helmet, and interestingly enough, when you own the helmet, you do use all those features. Another thing that LS2 did to simplify your experience using this helmet is in the old version, you had two vents up top, and in the new version, you have one big vent. Now, anyone who's ridden motorcycle helmets of any kind that's had ventilation knows, just like myself, that oftentimes I don't know whether my vents are open or closed, especially if there's multiple ports. And sometimes I would think that they're closed, and for weeks I would ride them with them open. So the simpler that system is, if it's just one button that's nice and large and easy to catch, the better chances that you're going to have it in the proper open or closed position in riding. LS2's goal is to give you the most bang for the buck, and this helmet is absolutely no exception. In fact, in my opinion, this is the best bang for the buck probably that they have for all the features that it has. This is my personal helmet right here. I've ridden it for, I think, 3 seasons and used all the features, and everything works as it's supposed to. And like I said, I've become spoiled now with those features, and it will be hard for me in the future not to have them. I did previously, when modular helmets started to come out, I did have a modular helmet that lifted up and traditionally kept the bottom half of the helmet up here. That didn't really work for me because there was so much weight at the top and wind drag that you just weren't inspired to ride with it open. And this helmet, I ride with it open all the time. So I think that they did a good job with the new design of the Advant helmet. Again, check out our old review on the Valiant 2 on YouTube if you'd like. And if you want any more details on the LS2 Advant, go to kimpex.com for those details. Thanks for watching. Ride safe.